action that you can consistently take and get results. And so her numbers, when I've looked at them for 90 days, they reflect crazy results. Now, I want to ask you one question. We're going to turn it over to her and get started. We're going to all work. How many of you want those kind of results? If you could just get half the results that Lydia's got, who wants them?
Me.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and she's not, like she said, that this is her second go around, and she's not like the massive guru, but she learned from them, but she applied it herself. And what I love about Lydia, as I watch those numbers and look through her organization, she's organically went after it and built this thing. And basically, I got to say it, Lydia, she's been kind of on her own before Mel and I jumped in, and you find the leadership in your organization. So as far as not having an upline that's not working right now or whatever, that's her story. And it doesn't matter who they are. It comes up to us. And the bottom line at this point, she's taken this thing and hadn't gave me no excuses or Melody no excuses. She just went and done it. Don't that make you feel good that you're going to learn from somebody like this today? And she's taking her time out in the middle of the day to help you do exactly what she's done. See, here's how we win. And Tina can attest. She's the third longest running person in Networks Global. Bub and Tina are more like family to us, like all of you are. But we've been running. We've had so much fun along the way. But it's time to tweak what we've been doing so we can take it to the next level. Because Lydia, she spoke things over this organization the other day, and she's a minister, and I can feel her spirit. She spoke things over this particular group. As Rob and I sit down, we made a list of who we want on this special for you only Zoom. And she spoke things into this organization here that you're going to start to feel just in a few minutes. She starts to talk to you as we go into this thing and go to work. So now it's time to go to work. Do you agree, Lydia?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. It's all yours.
Great. Well, it's an honor to be today. And, one of the things I love about Mr. Rusty, Miss Robin, is they really have a gift of exhorting people and encouraging people and helping edify people. And that, there's definitely an anointing for that. And, those things are great. It's kind of like whenever we go to church, we get built up, we get edified, we get fed, we get encouraged. But what really matters is what we do when we leave, right? Whenever we go out and we live our everyday life, we're faced with having to apply what we've been taught in our life. And so it's like with this, I could tell you everything step by step what I do, but unless you go out and you do it and you eliminate the excuses, you're really not going to see the same results. And so I just want to encourage you to let the things build you up and inspire you, but keep your why in front of you to motivate you, because really we can inspire people, but you're going to have to keep yourself motivated. And so whenever I went through last month and even this month, something I didn't get to share with everybody on the Zoom that we did Thursday is I had surgery the beginning of June. And I'm still going through recovery from it. And thankfully it wasn't anything major, it was sinus surgery. But anytime you have surgery, you're going to have to deal with the healing process and things like that. Well, I didn't slow down and quit. I changed my perspective. I didn't say, well, I'm just going to take the next couple of weeks off or take the next month off. I'm just going to, quit in June because I work for myself and I have that option. I do, but I didn't want my paycheck to reflect that, right? Because the thing is that it's all the way you look at your circumstance. And so I used the perspective of, hey, I took a couple of days after surgery to rest, but I got back up and began to take massive action. And I said, I'm so grateful I have a business I can work from the comfort of my own home, which is my RV here. This is not, our truck is over here. His name's Simba. Husband is a Disney lover, so we like the Lion King just a little. So here I was in Nala working my It Works and recovering from surgery, and I was just thinking, God, I could sit here and do host to post from my home, and I wasn't cooped up in an office somewhere where I was miserable, where if I needed to take a break, I couldn't, or if I needed to stop and tend to something and make sure I had education I needed and make sure that I was doing what I needed to do, I could. And so we are blessed, you guys, and taking massive action, like Mr. Rusty said, you're gonna reap the harvest of that when you need it the most. You know, right now, you know, some of you might need it more than you've needed it in the past, and there might be some of you who are going to need this more in the future than you need it now. But go on ahead and work now and put in the work, and let your why motivate you. That freedom of time, that debt freedom, you know, being with your family, whatever it is, that next rank, that promotion, whatever that why represents, let that motivate you each day to get up and do what I'm about to show you. Because you know, we can show you what to do, but unless, you know, we all put in the work ourselves, it's not going to work. So the thing I love about my girl Ari that I have on here is she's my running buddy, and Ari's awesome. And out of my whole team, you know, I told them all the same thing, but I saw one leader start to merge to the top. You know, the cream rises to the top. And Ari, the difference between her and the others wasn't that she had something they didn't have, it's that she did something they didn't do. They all had access to the same information, the same training, but she got up every day and she did it. So you guys, I want to encourage you to do every day what we're about to share with you, because when you do, you're going to get where you want to go. There's nothing special about me, nothing special about Ari. There's nothing special about any of, you know, the runners that maybe you've met or heard of, except that they every day did what others wouldn't. So they, in the future, will have what others can't. And I believe that's what you guys are. And so pick your number right now. I'm going to get straight into it. I don't print out. I am not super green. I've had to become more organized to be able to do what I need to do, because I am super red, and so I have a lot of blue in me too. I just found that out. I think that changed when I got married. You know, you change through life, and I realized I had to keep it fun, or started to not enjoy it. But if I ain't making money, I'm not having fun. I'm just going to get real with you guys. So I needed to know, how many loyal customers do I need to sign up to get to the income rank I need to be at? And whenever that check hits my account, that's fun to me, okay? Because that's just the red in me. And so I got what I needed to get to make it super simple for me. You're going to see different people out there who have special spreadsheets, or who have, you know, you've seen like the Rachel Jones host a post that she's typed out. I'm sure you've seen those PDFs in the Exploding the Emeralds group. Now they have On the Road to VIP group. Those are corporate groups on Facebook, where they share different host to post PDFs, where people have their own system set up of following up with people and tracking post to post. What I will tell you is, find what works for you and do it. But the deal breaker for me wasn't, I've got to use the same you know, tracker that Rachel Jones uses, or Amy Spence uses, or whoever uses. The deal breaker for me was, I just got to track it. Okay. So you guys, don't make it complicated. Don't get online and try to figure out, you know, the most fancy tracker and figure out what everybody else is using. Just track it. I got a notebook. I have me a 99-cent, one subject college rule notebook that I change each month. I take my date, and at the very top, I put today's date, which is 6/22/20. My baby sister's 1-year anniversary today. So I got the date on here, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to track the people that I talk to, and I number, my goal is 10. So I write down 10, 1 through 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this piece of paper. And then I have me a pencil, got from the Dollar Tree. And then I got me a highlighter. And what I do is, when someone says they're going to post for me, I write their name down. I throw up a post on my wall. Right now, I want you to go on ahead and get an idea for, I think your team's doing a $200 giveaway. So you guys, this is a work Zoom. You're not just going to listen to me. If you want to be on the Zoom, you're going to work with me. So we're going to put up a post right now. Everybody go to their Facebook, and guess what? I'm not going to put it in the chat, because I'm not going to tell you what to say. I'm going to let you be creative, because you're going to have to do this every week. So you're going to have to start getting your creative juices flowing, and you want it to look like you. You want people to feel that it came from you. and I want you to put up a giveaway post on your wall right now. And it can be anything. I'm going to throw out some ideas, but I want it to be on a colored background. And that colored background, you go to Facebook, you go where your status, you're going to put your status up, and you choose the colored background. They change from time to time. And those things grab people's attention, okay, because they're colorful, people are visual. So I want you to put it up on a colored background, and I want you to say, Miss Robin, y'all away a $200 giveaway today, right? Or this month, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think everybody on this team has access to that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not my girl Ari, you know what our giveaway is, and you do our giveaway. So everybody put up what your team giveaway is. I want you to say, my team is giving away $200 this month to be a blessing to someone. Okay? And I change it up. Sometimes I say we're Venmoing someone $200 this month, or, you know, but I want it to be in your words. Okay, because there's two reasons behind that. One is because I'm a big believer in energy. People can feel your energy. They can feel when it's you, and they can also feel when you've copied and pasted. The second thing is I'm a big believer in trying to work smarter and not harder. You know, people talk about Facebook algorithms all the time. You don't have to understand all that to make Facebook work. But one thing I will tell you is whenever you're copying and pasting the same thing other people are posting a lot of, Facebook does push that further down in the algorithms. Even if you're just changing it up just a few words, okay? So in your words, say, my team is giving away $200 to be a blessing to someone this month. Then do a call of action. Say, drop a picture of your baby below to be entered, or drop your birth date below to be entered, or drop your favorite color below. You guys don't say, what's your favorite meal or your favorite store to shop at. Don't let it be something that's hard to think about. Me, when I see that, I'm red on Facebook. I'm like, my time's precious. I'm bottom line. If I got to think about it too much, bye. I'm on to the next post. Okay, I'm just being real with you. If it's my birthday, October 20th, color of my eyes, brown. My favorite color, pink. You know, my home state, Georgia. Drop the name of your hometown to be entered. Things that somebody has to think about. Don't say, do you prefer Walmart or Target or McDonald's or Chick-fil-A? You know, don't get into something they have to think too much of. Just do favorite color, birthday, eye color, a picture of your fur baby below to be entered. Okay, so a lot of times I just do drop an emoji below to be entered, and then you're just going to start blowing up. People are going to start commenting on it. Now, whenever you're first getting started, you don't have a lot of people that are on the page yet following you. This is a little tip to help that post blow up a little bit more. Go and love every person's comment who comments on it, and then respond. Don't like it. Facebook, when you love something, Facebook pushes it up in the algorithm higher, okay? So if there's a dramatic emotion, like a love or even like an angry face, you've seen those on Facebook. Anytime there's a dramatic emotion, they push them up higher. So put a love on there and say, and then go and comment them and say, I'm messaging you right now. And then I switch that up. Sometimes I'll say, hey, girl, just message you. The next one I'll say, I'm messaging you now, sis. The next one I'll say, what's up, man? I just sent you some info. I don't want it to look like I've copied and pasted each one, because Facebook will flag that too. So just, you know, try your best to say something different each one, even if it's their name. Just sent you a message, Katie. Just sent you a message, John. Just sent you a message, Susie. Switch it up, because when you love it and you respond to them, that's going to push it higher up in the Facebook news feed, and you're going to get more comments on it. So after that, right now, that's going to be collecting comments while we're on here learning what we're going to send them. Once you put up a call to action post, a giveaway post, I want you to put in the chat. Giveaway, and let everybody know that you put it up. Put in the Zoom chat giveaway, and just let that be collecting. Comments Now you're going to have, just go on ahead and prepare. You're going to have something to say, well, I thought to enter, all I had to do was make a comment. And now you're asking me to put a post up. That's very few. I mean, I would say I probably have thousands. Literally, that's not an understatement. I've messaged thousands of people about this, and I've probably had less than half a dozen that have come back and said that. And so if they come back and they say, well, I thought all I had to do was comment to be entered. No, thanks. I don't want to post. Just be gracious. Just say, okay, no problem. I understand. Have a blessed day. Go on to the next one. Because I mean, you guys were giving away. They're not having to buy a raffle to be in the drawing. I mean, it's a free drawing. It's a gift. It's a blessing to someone, right? So we're blessing people. They don't want to help. They want to do it. That's fine. Guess what? There's over 6 billion people out there, and there'll be plenty others who would like to help and who would like to be in on this drawing. So just keep that perspective. Don't let people like that get to you. Go on to the next one. So as people are commenting on there, go ahead and be prepared. You're going to have about 1 out of 10 people will do what you ask them to do. So go on ahead and just set your mind on that. Hey, I know I'm going to get about 100 people who comment on this. So out of those, I'll probably have 10 that respond who say they will. And out of those, I might have 1 who posts. So whenever you have 20 people who post for you from that, you've hit way above your goal. So go on ahead and set the expectation lower, under promise to yourself and over deliver so you won't be disappointed, because it's very normal. If I would have quit when people didn't respond to me and took it personal, well, they haven't messaged me back, they must not like me, their dog probably got out, or their kid probably spilt Cheerios, or they forgot they had a doctor's appointment. It has nothing to do with you. And they're going to comment on your next giveaway, and they're going to see where you messaged them before, and they're going to say, oh my gosh, Lydia, thank you so much for messaging me again. I totally forgot before. I was getting ready to go out of town and didn't respond. So you guys, just don't take everything personal. Go ahead and know there's going to be people who don't respond. Go ahead and know there's going to be people that ignore it. But whenever you finally get your post up, your 10 a day, that's your magic number. So you're going to go through a lot of no thank yous, and maybe people who just don't respond to get the ones who are going to post. And that's normal. Okay. That's a part of what we do. So after they comment on the post, you're going to have a script that you're going to send them. And you're going to say, everybody's script is kind of different. And what I send them is something that just says, I just send something short. I don't do a lot of long wordy scripts. Just because personally, I'm not going to read that if someone sends me something that's like 2 or 3 paragraphs long. So I send them something that just says, hey, Lydia, I saw where you commented on my post for my team that's giving the drawing away this month. To enter into the drawing, all you have to do is copy and paste a post that I provide on your wall for me to help me get referrals for my small business. And sometimes I switch that up, I used to want, just the perfect script to send to people. And then I started realizing it really didn't matter what I sent to people, as long as it wasn't too long. Sometimes I would say, could you help me support my small business? Right now we're all trying to be a blessing to someone that's in need. We want to bless a family who could use this money right now. And also in return, would you mind helping me get referrals for my small business? So I change it up from time to time and find something to message them. Mr. Rusty, do you want us to send them like an actual script to send out to begin with?
Yeah, that would be nice. I just did what you said.
Uh-huh.
I posted, let me just read you what I put up here.
And the reason I switched it up, y'all, is because Messenger will actually flag it if you send the same one like dozens and dozens of times a day. So even if I take the same one, I might change 2 or 3 words in it so it doesn't look the exact same.
Yeah, I put out, my team is giving away $200 this month to be a blessing to a family drop a picture of your fur baby within the last couple seconds, I've got people already commenting already with their animals. I mean, I'm really a advocate for my dogs. So this is going to be good. So now the next thing I would send them, in order to be entered, would you just post something for me?
Yeah, so let's see chat to everyone use, but you guys got to promise me you're going to switch it up. You're not going to keep this one and use it every single day, or you're going to get blocked on it. You're doing it. And if you're getting up 10 posts a day like me, I got blocked on Messenger. Ari got blocked on Messenger. That's the reason we switch it up a little bit, because and it don't take a lot. I mean, it can just be 2 or 3 words different, as long as it's not verbatim the same message, because Messenger thinks it's spam. Okay, so let's send out something in the chat to everyone that they can send. Let me see if I have in my notes here. Ask me anything?
No, we're good. Unless anybody's got a question.
Okay. And yeah.
Kind of cutting out.
Lady, you're cutting out a little bit.
Okay. I'm here. My notes. My picture won't show. I'm looking for something for them to send in the inbox, people. Once they comment on the status. Is there one that y'all been sending, or how have y'all been doing it?
The one I got the biggest response on, if you could take 2 pills a day with Thermophyte X, and I got some people to host that. That's where I first got my blow up, because it was simple, it was easy, it's direct to the point, and we have case studies on the ingredients. And I picked up like 24 customers out of that one personally.
Yeah.
Coffee. That's pretty much what we run with. We use the coffee and the TFX pretty much. That's about the 2 products we go with.
Well, I can't use mine. Mine ain't available till July.
Okay.
Okay, what coffee one do you guys use?
Skinny Brew.
Skinny Brew, yeah. Although I love keto too,
What's this
use Skinny Brew.
script?
Let's just pull up that script for Skinny Brew.
All right, I just sent here's something simple I sent in the chat that you can send people who comment on your giveaway. Hi, I saw you wanted in on the drawing. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for everyone who enters. Would you mind posting for me again on your wall a post I give you, and I'll get your in. So it's just something simple like that. Now for people that are new on here, the coffee script, can we share that in the chat so that way people can have that? Or does everyone have that?
They may already have it. What it is, here's one of them that I use, and I'll read it to you guys. And it just says, I need 5 people to drink my weight loss coffee at my cost for 90 days and share how much you lose. Who is interested?
What do you send the potential?
Do what?
What do you send the potential? The people who comment?
The people who comment, I start asking them, I thank them for commenting on my post, and if they're interested in getting some more information about the coffee, 9 times out of 10, they say yes, and then I start sending them the top 3 or 4 or 5 bullet points about the product and how it works. And then I just keep kind of dripping on them or feeding them, you know, just a little bit at a time. I don't
Yeah.
give them everything at once. And then I try to get them to go ahead and, you know, sign up to be a customer.
Do you have that script there?
Yes.
Okay. While she is putting that script in the chat, you guys, I want to share with you. I want to pick back up from the list that we were making on the post. You're going to number not the people who comment on the giveaway. Those are not the people that you put on your paper. It's going to be the people, once you've messaged all of those people who've commented about posting for you, you are going to, the ones that say, yes, I'll post, you're going to number them 1 through 10. Okay. And then you're not going to highlight them until they post it for you. So a lot of times what I ask them to do is, will you post this for me? And then once you're done, tag me in the comments, not the status, because you don't want, unless your privacy settings on Facebook are set to where when people tag you, it doesn't show up on your wall. You don't want a lot of those posts showing up on your wall. So I have them tag me in the comments. Now, if they tag post, I don't say, please untag me. It's fine. I just make sure it's hidden from my timeline. But I say, tag me in the comments and then message me once you're done to secure your entry. And then whenever I get their message that it's put up, I'm going to come and I'm going to highlight their name on my list. All right. So then I'm going to post it in the contest. Like you're going to post it, I'm sure, in Miss Robin's $200 giveaway contest. And then you're going, what I do is I have a June host a post collection on Facebook that I save it to. And if you don't know how to do collections, Google how to save a post to collections on Facebook. And it'll walk you through it step by step. So then I have my collections on Facebook saved. I have my notebook, my written trail. So if I've missed it on one, I've got it on the other. And at night, I go in and I follow up and I make sure I've commented to everyone who, I've responded to everyone who's commented on one of my hostess posts. And the next couple of days, I'm going to keep an eye on that post. I'm going to go back in and do my follow-ups on it. And I don't ever get rid of that post. I always keep it in the collections for one of two reasons. One, a couple of weeks later, someone can comment. Two, that host that posted for you is a potential customer or distributor. So you don't want to lose track of who they are. All right. You're always going to give good customer service, and you're going to try your best to serve them as a customer or have them join your team. So, because really all they're doing is the same thing you do, except you're getting paid to post. So they're working for you for free. They could be making money doing what you do. So I haven't had a lot of people sign up immediately from that, but I've had people that have watched after they posted for me a couple of times. Their friends join as loyal customers, and they're like, "Well, I think I want to do it." So you never know what can happen. So you've got your paper. You've got your host. You're keeping track of all of your posts that they put up. You're going to go and look at, follow up with the people, and you guys just don't get out there and try to do posts for Hair, Skin and Nails, Confianza, Collagen, TFX, Coffee, Greens, Cleanse. Like, you're going to overwhelm yourself. Okay, you need to start out with 1 or 2 hot scripts. Miss Robin just shared in here I think you did the one for the coffee.
Yeah, I need 5 people to drink my Skinny Brew coffee at my cost for 90 days and share how much you lose, who is interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you share what you send the people who comment on that?
Well, I'm going to tell you this too. What I do is I go to the website because I try to stay 100% compliant.
Yes,
it works, okay? That's a big thing, and we all know that across the board now. And
yes.
I go there and I copy the bullet points right off of the website, right under the Skinny Brew Coffee, and that's
Good.
what I start sharing. So I
Okay.
don't just write something out on my own to share, because like I said, I want to stay in compliant. And if I'm teaching somebody, I just want them right off the bat to be in that habit of
I love
going
that.
to that website and using that verbiage from there.
Guys, that makes it so simple for us. They have exactly what we need on the website. And you can do the same thing with Thermofite X. Mr. Rusty said
Yes.
I'm using that. So my recommendation is stick with the Thermofite X and the coffee unless you come across someone who's wanting to post for you more than once. Now, this is what I will do. I'll let them post the same post for me multiple times as long as it's not in 1 week. Why? Because there's going to be people next week that might see it that didn't see it the week before. Just like my Facebook post. I'm posting about the coffee every week. So what's wrong in letting my host post about it every week? If they want to, why not? So let them post. I don't let people enter it multiple times in 1 week, but I will I don't know what y'all's rules is for your team, but I will let my host enter it multiple times a month. They can post for me once a week. Because if they want to keep on posting, there's going to be more people that they're exposing to my product. They're going to be in the face of the people that have already seen it before. That's free advertisement for me. Why would I not? You know what I mean? Why not? So
Mhm.
the decision I've made, I let them post for me multiple times a month, and they can enter my drawing once a week. And so if I come across someone, like I have people who have posted hair, skin, and nails, coffee, TFX, multiple things. So then I start pulling other things like cleanse. And you'll see host to post that they put up in On the Road to VIP, that group. That's a great group. The Parkers are great for staying compliant, just like Miss Robbins said, that's really important right now. We all represent the company that way, and we all do things above reproach, right? Because, our good can't be evilly spoken of that way. So I really follow a lot of what our leaders are doing. Collect those host to post over time for those people that have already done your hot ones multiple times. But for the most part, you're going to be adding to your network every day, and you're going to have more people who haven't been on your page who are going to want to post for you who haven't ever posted before. So you're probably just going to keep on using one or two that are really good, like your coffee and your TFX. So what I do is I let them post it for me, and I have the tracker. I follow up for the next couple of days, and then once a week I have a habit of going through and looking at all of my posts that are saved in my collections and just making sure I hadn't missed anybody, because it might be my black diamond that's in there that's commented that I don't want to miss. So the first time around and it works, I'll be honest with you guys, and it's just me just keeping it real. I did not follow up. I was like, fresh fish bite first. I'm just gonna go with the ones that come to me first. If they say no, I say next. I'm moving on. We can't think like that. We're missing so many people doing that, you guys. This is the deal. Whenever I'm talking to someone, if they don't respond to me, 2 days later, I'm going back in and say, hey girl, I just wanted to check on you and see if you got my message. That requires you going in and looking at your messenger. And then if I have someone tell me, no, I can't do it right now, I say, no problem. I totally understand. You know what? I'm going to need testers next month. Is it okay if I circle back around and follow up with you then? They're going in my calendar. I follow up 2 days, 2 weeks, and then 2 months. And I put it in my calendar and I'm following up. I'm following up until they join or they tell me not to follow up anymore. I don't ever just not follow up, right? Because if I do that, then some other distributor that just signed up that's got a fire lit under her, she's going to go and ask them, and they're going to have their paycheck then, and they're going to be tired of being overweight then and lethargic, and they're ready for coffee, and then she gets the harvest on the seed I sowed. That ain't happening. I'm too competitive for that. Now, I know we're all one team, one mission, but you got to have a little bit of fire under you too. Don't let your potential slide through the cracks. You've got to I keep a long list of all my potentials. I don't keep on here is all my host, but my potentials go on it's in my phone, in my notes section. You can do that on paper or you can do it in your notes. I keep it super simple. My potentials go on my notebook. My hosts go on my notebook. All my potentials go on my phone. And every day I'm following up with at least 50 potentials. And whenever I was promoting at the end of May, every day was follow-up day. If I messaged them one day and I didn't hear back from them, the next day was, hey girl, are you okay? I just wanted to check if you got my message. I kept following up with them every day until I heard from them. And they have either just not responded or they have said, Lydia, thank you so much. This happened or that happened. I'm so glad you didn't forget about me. Yes, I want this deal. I want the pick 2, the pick 3. Thank you for not forgetting about me. People are grateful. That's what we're paid for. This is our job. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be following up with people. So let your goal be to get your 10 hosts to post up a day. Pick you 1 or 2 good products that you're going to stick with and branch out as you need to. Keep a mass list of all your hosts that have posted for you, and then keep another list of all of your potential customers. Because like Mr. Rusty said, all those customers are potential distributors. And so every day I followed up.
I had one coach and a good friend of mine in the last 3 weeks. They both lost. One lost 14 pounds, one lost 16 pounds. And one Saturday night, right before I was ready to shut it all off to have a family weekend, my buddy called me and said, I've been looking for a way to earn some extra income. Said, all them people. I said, well, you could have got paid for them. And, I just made a joke out of it. He said, can we talk the first of the week? Because this is something, if that's all you did, I think it's all, I think I can do it as well. I said, really, why did you get inspired? He said, nothing's worked for me for a while. He said, I saw, the reason I love TFX and Skinny Brew Coffee because it's working for me. And therefore, I'm more passionate about it. Not that every product we have works. I mean, I do sell the whole deal. But see, he had something that works for him. Now his level of belief went to the next level, his excitement. And it was him that got all those 2/3 of the customers I picked up off the one post. And just him doing it. And so bottom line, now he's got a story. Now he got results. Now he wants to do what? Make a couple of dollars. He don't want to be working for me for nothing. I said, man, if you just stay like here, I'll send you a bag of coffee for nothing. He said, I said, all right, we can just pay you. And we made it fun, but it's about following up to get the results. And one thing I've actually done, last week I followed up with every customer I got. I sent them all my thank you notes. I mailed those handwritten notes to them, but I followed up to see how everybody was doing. And I had one girl, and she'd only been on it for 3 days, and she said, well, I don't know if I want to keep on doing it. I said, why not? She said, well, I haven't lost anything. I said, well, now, how long you been taking it? And she said, well, 3 days. I said, well, she's like around 400 pounds. And I'm not saying that to be smart or belligerent. I said, I'm not going to call her name. Somebody might know her. I said, exactly how long did it take you to get to 400 pounds? I said, the reason I know that because I was 750 plus because I was sick. But I said, that took almost 6 years to balloon out that. I said, but it's taken me 14 years to drop to 500 of seriously commitment. I said, girl, you got to get committed or you're going to be the same person you next year as you are this year if you make it. And more than likely, I'm going to be honest with you, at your age, at that weight, somebody's going to be in your family will be doing what I did for my father. I'm going to have to make the decision to unplug you. Or you could just go in and fight like hell and become the new you. This product line works. And she said, I really didn't think of it like that. I said, that's because, well, one, you want to fall back to your familiarity of just sitting, watching TV, eating all the stuff you said, and you're doing a couple things. I said, the deal with the TFX, that's 90 days of solid commitment, just like the bottle says. The ingredients say case studies will get you these results. You put the coffee in there, I think the results will be better. She shot me a message this morning. She said, I think something's beginning to change. I said, you know why? Because you made up your mind, you're going to get committed, and you're going to change. You started to change here. Once you change here, you will never be satisfied with living in mediocrity. And so mediocre, what happens is just like Lydia, if you've noticed in her voice and the inflections in her octave, she's become relentless because she said she's competitive. She's just returned if she's going to give somebody else for the seed she planted, they're going to collect it. Or the follow-up, now she's actually become relentless to her visions and her goals. And you know what she ain't doing? She ain't talking a bunch of shit in her action. She's taking the action. There's a hell of a big difference there. If you really want to go where you said you did, you got to get committed to the action. That will give you a lifestyle that is unparalleled to anything you know. You know how I know? Because I got Miss Hatcliffe on here, and me and her children and my children grew up together, and we travel all over the world having fun in places I didn't even know them places existed. If that makes any sense. All right, Lydia, let's keep going.
That's awesome. I love that. And so you guys really, it is just don't, my you is if I had to choose between someone who had that relentless action and someone who knew exactly what to say, I'm going to choose, excuse me, sir? What name is it? I'm sorry. Yes, right. Thank you. It's the post office guy. If I had to choose between someone who had relentless action and someone who had all skill set and knew exactly what to say and knew every filter to put up and knew how to make their page just look flawless, I'm going to choose someone who's relentless because this business is 90% mindset, 90% skill. Okay? Let me tell you, I've had people that have joined and had to know exactly what to say and make sure everything looked perfect and didn't do anything till it could be flawless. And most and none of those, to be honest, none of those people are here. And then I've had some people that have joined, like my girl Ari, who's on here. I love my red hot Ari, redheaded Ari. She and I'm using her as an example because she went and said, "Hey, I ain't got it all figured out, but I got a big why." And my mindset is, this is plan A. This ain't B, C, D, or F. I mean, this is A. And so she's like, we're going to post and we're going to make money while we learn. So, you know, you're going to have 50 different people tell you 50 different ways to do post. And you know the only way to do it is to not do it at all. So just take action and do it every day. The simple thing is I just put 10 up a day and I follow up like it. I mean, I follow up like crazy. All of this, you got to have 3 product posts and 3 lifestyle posts, and you got to have wish everybody happy birthday and all this. That's great, but sometimes I don't even get to that because I'm interacting on my host to post. So that's my interaction. I'm expanding my network through host to post. So I don't have to add new friends. I have to delete friends. And as long as I'm putting posts up daily to make it like I'm a real person, people are coming to check my page. They're really not buying from me because of my post. My post is just letting them know I'm open for business. Me doing host to post, asking people to join, asking people to try the product, asking people to do business. And that's where that's just really where magic happens. Magic happens in Messenger for me. You know, I keep my Facebook up, but no, I mean, you're not going to go to my Facebook and it look like a professional, brand ambassador influencer at this point, because at this point, you know, I'm focused on my enrollments. You know, Pam Souter told me, I feel like she told me because when I was listening to her podcast, I take it like talking to me, and I'm listening to her, and she said, we get paid to do 2 things: add new customers and add new distributors. It don't matter how you do it, just do it. So you guys, every day, make sure that you're asking people through post to post to join. Business is going to explode, and then you're going to start to refine that skill. As you begin every day traction and you're getting momentum, those skills are going to start being refined, and you're going to realize, hey, that Thermo 5X gets more comments on it than this other one. I'm going to stick with that. And when I end a message question, that works better than it open ended. And you're going to see different little tips that are working, and you're going to begin to craft your own personal art, and you are creating your own brand that nobody else has but you. But it's because you got out every day and you did the work. And so really, I just can't drive on mindset enough and commitment enough. I don't care how you do it as long as you get 10 a day and you follow up with people. Can't do it wrong. So the rest of it, you're going to learn as you do it. You know, you learn better how to play a sport the more you play. We're going to learn better how to do host to post the more we do it. And I just want to say a big congratulations to everybody who is on here. I see people of all different walks of life on here. And different I just want to say
I can't
Yeah,
hear, you're going
they
in and
can't hear
out.
you, cutting out.
You froze up.
We-
She'll come back.
Yeah.
Before she comes back,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
got a ton. Before she comes back, I feel like I've got a ton of scripts, and that's why I went ahead and signed in with my phone too, so that you could, I could share some of those. I'm gonna share. Somebody just asked for another one for Thermophyte X. Do me a favor, look at them. If there's anything I send you that you see is not compliant, please let me know. But I'll send you any scripts that I have. Is there anything else that you might want that I could send here before we get off of here?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you
absolutely.
so much. Hey, Ari, let me ask this right here. Lydia had told us the other day when we was on Zoom together, something about connecting our Facebook and our Instagram together. Because you can click that little button for them both to be connected, is that right?
Yes, you have to do it Instagram. So in the
Yes.
settings in Instagram, you go in, and so you can, all of my stories I post on Instagram and they automatically share to Facebook. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Hey, just
Um,
just one thing. I just looked at the post I did about the dog or the fur babies. That damn thing is blowed up.
Yeah, Rusty's is blowed up on that.
People love to share pictures. So
Yes.
fur babies are a great way to share pictures of their animals, share pictures of their babies. Another one is have them drop the last picture they took on their phone. People love to show you pictures that they took. So
Yes.
those always get me lots of response. But yes, you can connect your Instagram and Facebook. I haven't been able to figure out, I don't know if you can connect it so that you post on Facebook and it automatically posts on Instagram, but you can put a post on Instagram and it will automatically post on your timeline. And then you can also do the same in your stories, and Instagram will automatically post that in Facebook for you. So you're posting both at the same time.
Okay.
She's coming back. Her phone overheated. She's getting on with her husband's phone now.
Yeah.
He's burning it up, burning it up.
You gotta love it. So let me ask you, while she's getting back on, how many of you see value that you've learned something today that you can actually take you can proactively get off your rear ends and go to the next level? Now, here's what I'm doing. Actually, I'm tracking this for somebody else from this particular organization because most of us are a little bit older, except Megan and Taylor. And I want to prove to them that us older guys can do it. I'm probably the oldest guy here, except for Robin. I mean, except Ronnie. I mean, but I want to prove to them that that we can do this and master it, just like the young bucks. And we're going to take it to another level. And it's going to take collectively all of us together working like we do, learning some new skills. But actually, it ain't about learning. You learn as you go. You just jump in the middle of it and go to work. And when you go to work by jumping in the middle of it, you learn as you go. It's kind of like developing a story with this product line. When you develop a story with the product line, somebody said, well, I have to wait. I lost a bunch of weight. I said, well, you'll be dead by then. But what's going to happen as you start, you get excited about the first filling and the first cup of Skinny Brew. Kind of like Ronnie. He got excited when they drank the first cup. And here he is 2.5 years later, still getting it, lost 50-some pounds, and made some money. And now he's getting ready to do a complete lifestyle change. Lydia, it's great to have you back.
Thank you. Sorry about that. My phone, it says overheated. We're in Texas, it's super hot, and the emergency thing came on, and it's like on fire. I didn't even realize it. I was outside,
gosh.
so I came inside and got my iPad. But yes, I don't know where I left off, but that's what happened.
Well, we Ari kind of jumped in and shared some stuff with us, and we just talked about. I had asked about, going to Instagram and connecting it over to your Facebook, like we talked about the other day, and that way, she said, both of it would go to your stories, your post.
Yes, yeah. So I do all of my stories through Instagram, and it uploads to my Facebook. And like I was saying, Miss Robin, that kind of just lets me know, that lets people know that I'm open for business. Me putting in my stories and me posting on my Facebook, but what is actually causing people to do business with me is personal conversations with me asking them.
Mm-hmm. Great.
So that was, yes, like making sure that you're posting and doing your stories and all of that's great, but because when you do host a post, people are going to come and they're going to look at your page to see, are you legit? Because they don't know you, right?
Right.
And so as long as you have a presence on there, that's really all that person's concerned about. But literally, if a new distributor, like if you treat yourself like you're just brand spanking new, you just got started, and you take out all of the massive things to do on your 6 list for social media every day, and your number one priority was to not do anything else until you spent time with the Lord and put 10 hosts to post up, you will explode in your business this month. Because the rest of it, you get to it when you can. But those are like, like I view it as I didn't clock in for work if I didn't put my 10 hosts to post up. I'm not going to, that's my way of saying I have done the major income producing activity in building my personal business. Mm-hmm. And I do that because I don't ever want to have to clock in again. I don't ever want to be slave to time again. I don't want somebody else to tell me when I can and can't go to the bathroom. If I can get off work to be with my family because they need me for an emergency. So my 10 hosted posts today are non-negotiable for me.
Yeah, you said something very powerful there. And she does it so she don't have to clock in. And, between Tina, our families, and I, we've got close to 30 years combined full-time in It Works Global. It's because there's certain things that are non-negotiable to us. We just get up, we make it happen. Now we're all learning a new way. It's going to be better. I personally think in the last quarter of the year, we're going to be able to do things kind of the old way, but I just got to be honest with you. I've traveled, me and Tina, we've done shows, we've done coliseums, we walked out on stages with 70-some thousand people in it with pay-per-view. We've done a lot of crazy things. I don't really think I want to do that no more. I enjoy sitting here beside my wife, old Duke, my dog over there, my kids. I enjoy sitting by the pool, doing my thing wherever I want to, and I ain't got to buy no more business suits, which I hated those at the bank. But I'm able to sit here and just be who I am. Ain't nothing but a farm boy, squash toting, tater digging, cow milking, goat riding, horse riding kind of guy. And I can sit here at my kitchen table and generate this kind of business. And I can talk to more people quicker than I can jump in my truck and drive to Florida, Indiana, over to Tennessee. And I'll never quit going to Bubba Woods. But that's for a whole different reason. But I can tell you this, because of this business, you guys, and I'm gonna let Tina say something. You guys right here are the pioneers of when she and I first really got rolling. You're the next level of pioneers going to what we've already established and accomplished, except you guys are going to take it to a whole nother level quicker than she and I did it, busting our ass the hard way.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? We always full-time parents. We played in islands for weeks, multiple weeks. Bubba and I have been in the islands with our kids, jump in a jet and fly there and fly back a day later and come right back to playing because we're committed to what we do. I never dreamed as an old country mountain boy like me would ever get to live a life like that. So Tina, do you think about the pioneers that are here? They're the new pioneers. They have more of an opportunity doing it this way than you and I had back in the early days when we just had to fight like hell.
Oh my gosh, to me, what everybody's doing now, the simplicity. Lydia, thank you so much for making that just crazy simple. It's been kind of me being in as long as I've been, and I still have lots of expos y'all booked. I probably had $10,000 in expos when COVID hit that had already been paid, and they wouldn't even give me my money back. And so they rode into the fall and to 2021. So I can't walk away from them yet. But nobody can duplicate what I was doing. Who has $10,000 to be putting in these expos? And then when that hit, oh my gosh, all your money's tied up. You can't get there. I don't even know how it's going to work when I go back because people are still so cautious with everything going on. Will I still be able to sample coffee? I don't know. But to sit here and do this, and I'm being straight out honest, I have spent my last few months learning host to post and really getting involved. And I know the month that I really got in it and I was just beginning, I did so well. And then the second month I got too with too much more information, and then I was trying to do so much more. So I love the way you just said a minute ago. You know, there are the important, spend your time with God, get your 10 up, and quit trying to do 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of that, because
Yes.
that's what we were told. And that's where I went into trying to learn it that way, because that's what they were teaching. And then it blew my mind, and then I did terrible that month. I mean, terrible. And to hear you say it that way, I love that. Everybody has so many doors in front of them that's going to open if they will just follow these simple things. And it's going to be so much easier than the way me and Rusty and Robin have built our business, because we had to work our tails off and we had to be in front of people. And I invested so much money in cars because of all the miles I was putting on it, and makeup and everything else I had to do to be in front of people. And now here I am half the time in PJs and no makeup all the time now. I love it.
I love it.
Hey, I want to tell you something. There's been times that we've been in airports, like in Houston, Texas, running across, waving at each other, boarding new jets to go in different places, and laughing and grinning all the way. That's how we used to do it. But guys, you boys got it made now. I'm just gonna tell you, if you can't,
You know,
make
I
this
love
happen-
that.
Yeah.
If I can
I
say
love
this, Mr. Rusty, if I can say this on what you just said, you are such a great example for us up and coming, because you were willing, you and Miss Tina and Miss Lackey and others that spoke on here, you're willing to be innovative. And I know that's what the Pentecost family is willing to do too. And so y'all have set the tone for all of us. And, you know, we're coming in with zeal, and we're like, you know, these young millennials that we're, you know, we were raised on tablets and raised on social media. So it makes sense to us. And we might have a few techniques that maybe some people that are in different age groups of life don't have. But you guys have something that we desperately need as seasoned people in this company. And that is that personal growth that you put into yourself, and that tenacity and that commitment and that heart for people. And so I think together, us linking arms together, we're going to be unstoppable, because those two things together, that's just a recipe for, I mean, just success on a level that we've never seen. And so, you know, I just want to encourage, you know, the new people that'll be coming in. You can literally sign up right now, and with Host to Post, you can get your shopping spree in 24 hours if you want it.
Yeah. Hey,
If you want it.
did you see what Mark did last night? Every 3 customers, you're gonna get another $100, and he throwed up 200 more thousand bucks. And if you blow it up, he'll give you some more money. I know he will. I know the man. Tina knows how he is.
Yeah.
Hey, there was pictures floating around this week of the first people that ever got to go to the ranch and play on that big level, and it was the Hatcliffe family and the Lackey family. Special private invitation, and I got videos of things that we did. It would just rock your world. I'm not going to let you see them, but to have the CEO, kind of CEO that you got, that has invested his time just to put you in a position to do better, to make more, to be more. His thing is all about more, and he wants to help you secure your futures. And so, can I? What do you think, Miss Lydia, if we make this a standing every Monday to work together, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes for you and Ari, of my time, training in whatever area with your teams or whatever. I'm willing to commit. We bring a whole host of leadership with us in the event we need everybody else, and we need each other. I swear to God, there ain't no superstar here. And what makes us great is all of us collectively together as a team. Now, I want to highlight one more thing, and I'm going to turn it back to Miss Lydia to finish it up, because we've gone over an hour. Is having your time with God Almighty every morning. When you get really serious about that and just say, God, make me a better husband to this woman here, make me a better father, make me a better son, make me a better friend, make me a better leader. When you give it to him every morning, you have no room for complaining, whining, bitching, or crying about things that you just see. Whatever you feed your mind is what's going to grow. If you feel sorry for yourself, that's going to grow. If you say, I'm going to set the pace this week, I'm going to set the pace today, I'm going to do the things today other people won't do so I can live tomorrow. You stated earlier, to live tomorrow like other people wish they could, but now it's time to make that commitment. And every day, the sun don't shine on the same old dog every day. But you put the work in. Today might be a little cloudy for you, but the sun's going to shine tomorrow. Yet sure as God Almighty leaves us here on this earth, there is 2 cycles that happen every 24 hours. There's a cycle for you to rest. It mimics death. But every morning when that sun comes up, that is new resurrection. That's time for you to get up and go to that next level. And you have all the tools that you need. If you can't do what we did here today, and God, I'm as green as everybody here, probably greener than the rest of you. It's because you didn't do it. It's because you're not taking it serious. You don't really care about your future other than you'll always complain and whine about it. And so it's time to step up. And every one of you here, you're on a CEO call. You're on a CEO because you are the CEO of your own business. And people say, oh, they just know. Hell no. You are the CEO. How are you going to run this corporation? How are you going to run the distributors and the customers you put in? It's how you posture yourself. And you're always going to have to lead by example. That's why when you talk to me, how you doing? Best day ever. It is the best day ever because there's a lot worse in my past life, getting up to here, getting healthy, because I don't have a right not to have this the best day ever. Now, why do we do that? Because it's part of my self-development as we go into tomorrow to set the foundation today so tomorrow I can have the best day ever. I demand the best day ever out of myself. She don't have to ask me to get up at 4. Do you ask me to get up at 4? Do you ask me to go to the gym and work out? Did you ask me to quit eating meat?
No, sir.
It all happened. And once you make up your mind to go do it, and I'm not saying that to brag on me, I don't ever want to be sick, but I want to give you the best version of me. I want to make sure I'm giving you everything God put in me to be. The day I fall over dead, I want to be just wore out, used up. I want to sit down, go to sleep, and go to heaven. I want to make sure I gave you everything I could possibly give you to inspire you. See, I'm looking through every one of you. I know most of you really well. I'm not looking at you. One day you're going to have kids or you already have kids. One day you're going to have grandkids. What can I do to create this group of CEOs? What can I do to put you in a position to win? What can I do to put you in a position to where you can leave a legendary legacy? And I'll pull all the resources I possibly have for this particular group here. Some people said, did I get invited to it? I said, I don't know. Did you get a text from me? They said, no. I said, I guess you didn't get invited. You didn't earn your way to be on here. Enough of this participation bullshit. And I'm just being real. I never got participation trophies. Never. I had to go earn it. And my daddy, I come from this farm of old mountain guys that turned into ministers. And you know what? If you didn't do it, you didn't get to eat supper at night. I know. I played that game a couple of. Wendy knows my family real well. And I can tell you one thing. When you make up your mind we're going to win together, there's one or two things going to happen. We're going to lose together. And we're going to win together. Uh-huh. And I can tell you this right now. We're going to win. Because I'm like Lydia, I just be kissing my fat foot if we're going to lose. You know why? If you beat me, I will, swear to God, I'll be up here in the morning, right up in your face, waiting on you to step out the front door. Do you know why? Because I got 2 little girls. One day I'm going to have some grandkids. I'm working really hard for their future. When you become futuristic, you'll be relentless right now in your actions to go make it happen. Well, nothing will be more important than you taking care of what's important for the future of your family and getting it done first thing in the morning. That's when you're your freshest, your hardest. I mean, you're coming after everything. You're pumped, and then you start to make it happen, and you get up and you make it happen for you. You know what's going to happen? All day long becomes to be better. Everything you see, you're looking at it from a different mindset, a different light. And these host of posts, I can't wait to get on this bunch. It just blew that one up right now. I cannot wait to engage these people to try to give them some hope. You know why? Because I've been living this life of hope for a very long time. When I didn't have any hope, Mark and Networks Global and the product line gave me some hope. And now I've become relentless with hope. You know what? All I want to do is I want to help you change your life to whatever magnitude your dream is. That's all I want to do. Miss Lydia, finish this up. I know we went past this hour. Way past. Okay.
Let me say something real quick. So we're going to post and golly, I went blank.
10 times a day.
You said so much and I had my list in my head. Anyway, let me say something about this real quick. The pictures. Okay, we all know Facebook loves pictures, and you had touched on that a while ago, Lydia. So when I do pictures to my post, or sometimes I just put the script out and I don't put any more to my post. I don't put a picture to it, okay? I just put it on the colored background like you said and all that. But when I do pictures, I do not try to put it works in my pictures. I try to just post my picture with a cup of coffee or my personal cup, or is that right?
That's right. That is a great question. Because what I will tell you is, there's two reasons why you don't want to put a picture up that you like screenshot off like the website that has It Works on it.
Yeah,
There's two reasons. Is one, it's because it doesn't look. People go on social media to socialize, right? So like if you look at a lot of these top social influencers for like Amazon and Target, none of them are putting up adsy posts. It's usually a person with the product. So you doing that's great. And number two, if your team keeps using the same picture that you're using multiple times, Facebook's going to tag that picture and lower it in their algorithm. So it's always better for you to put a selfie of yourself up using the product, or for you just to use the colored background instead of screenshotting some picture that someone else posted and putting that same one up.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Beautiful.
And so my last tip would just be really, Miss Robin, stick with 10 a day. I take a Sabbath on Sundays to rest, and I turn my phone off. So whatever your schedule is for you, the days you're working, put 10 up, like non-negotiable. I did it for 30 days. I did 10 a day. With the exception of my days off now. But you have to do it daily. You can't just do it one day and then, oh, I don't have a lot of comments, it didn't work. No, you weren't consistent. There's still days I've had people that don't comment, but then 2 or 3 days later, I might have 2 posts that blow up. Well, you still got to keep with 10. Just because those blow up, tomorrow you might have another dull day. You got to put 10 up every day because it's the law of averages. Over time, averaging 10 a day is what has brought in this success. Okay. So you just want to stick with your 10 every single day. And don't say, well, I got up 12 yesterday, so I'm only going to do 5 today. If you want to see growth like I've done it, do 10. Now, if you ain't ready for that big paycheck and that big promotion, you can stay with your little goal. But if you want a big goal, you got to do big, massive action like our leader's saying. Okay. So I believe that's why you're on here, is because you guys won't that. So that's my last tip, Mr. Rusty, is you got to make a commitment to do it every day, because it's not going to work unless you do it every single day. You got to be committed.
One more thing I'm going to say to your tips is, and this is a yes or no, is when you do the post and the people comment on it, in order to be in the drawing, they have to do a host a post for you. Is that not right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And
So they don't go in the drawing, guys, if they don't do a host a post.
I just had 3 at Works people put their dogs up here like they're gonna get put in. I'm gonna call them out and say, giving you $200 because you're already in the deal. Lost your mind. Let me ask you something. Is just to clear up something, when you put it out there, I think in the way we word these host to post, is it legal not to put them in if they don't do that?
If they don't,
if they say no, I don't want to do it, well, I can't put you in my drawing. I don't want to be deceptive or misleading or misguiding. I'm thinking about this person in the future because, anyway, just food for thought for me.
sometimes, Mr. Rusty, what I do is I'll put in the comments or at the bottom of the post, check your inbox for confirmation entry.
Oh, I like that.
So if you want to avoid that, most people on my page now know the drill, and if they're like, well, I want to be in the drawing, but I don't want to post, I normally get on voice memo, because I can, usually with my voice, I can kind of soothe someone and say, I'm so sorry, I can't do that, because it's not fair to other people who posted, right? But I try to make it up to them, and, if they're real disgruntled, I'll send them like a, energy sample or something, just to be kind. But I haven't had that happen, but maybe, like I said, out of the thousands, literally thousands I've done, maybe less than half a dozen times.
All right, let me ask you one more question. We did it last week. It worked real well. If when we message them, if you'll if you'll put up a host post for me, we'll enter you 3 more times in the draw when you have a better chance to win if you do the host post. Is that cheesy? It did work.
So you're telling them if they'll put a post up for you, they get entered 3 more times, like they're entered for commenting and then they're entered multiple times for posting?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have done that, yes. Patty's big on that.
It's working real well
She's the
for
one who
Patty.
told us that's the way she was doing it.
And I love that because she's finding ways that it works for her. I've never done that before. So I can't keep track of that many people who are just commenting because of the numbers I'm working with at this point from growing my network. I have so many people that are willing to post that I kind of have to stick with them at this time. But if that's working for you guys, why not? I mean, that's awesome. You know?
It would just be the ones, if they do put it, the ones that are highlighted. Then I know they go in 4 times instead of 1 time.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that made it real simple, didn't it?
Because
Yeah.
it's such a gray area on doing a sweepstakes giveaway, freebie cash, as to where Facebook can come back on you if they have to do something to be entered.
I have a suggestion for that if you have any offers. When I do a giveaway post on my page, mine always say drop an emoji or show me a picture for details on how to be entered or
That's
for
I love that.
how to be entered.
It's all in the word. You sound like a banker.
Yeah, that's
So,
great. And
And-
sometimes I've used info. I've also used the word info. Drop an emoji below for info on how to be entered into the drawing.
Hey, Rusty.
Yes, sir.
One thing, she said basically that you encourage them to try to get them to post every week. Well, one thing you can do is say if they do it every week, then they'll be in the drawing, and that's where you come up with 3 extra drawing. That way they're doing it every week.
I like
And
that
if
too.
when there, now you're covering both boats, getting an extra 3 drawing in there. So they're in there 4 times, and they're going to post it every week, something for you.
Yeah.
We've had you on here almost an hour and a half. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our heart, Lydia. And also,
Yeah.
so we want to make this a standing working Zoom for this particular group of people every Monday about this time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that works for me. Does that work for you, Ari?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right, it works for everybody else. And I'm getting ready I have to go out of town here in a few minutes. I'll call you if it's okay about now, as soon as I get in the truck, so I can schedule something for you and Ari.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rusty. God bless you guys.
Thank
God
you
bless
so
you.
much. for
Thank
both you guys.
you.
We love y'all and appreciate you so
Love
much.
y'all.
God bless you.
The recording.
Bye-bye.
The recording.